Hey guys, welcome back to Popcorn and Champagne.
This is season 4, episode 4.
Woo!
Woo-hoo.
Woo! No champagne today.
No champagne today, guys. We are here on location at Tennessee State University at the Aristocrat of Bands band room.
Hey,
And today,
Yay!
yes, and today we have in our presence greatness. We have Dr. Reginald McDonald, and alongside, who is director of bands, of Aristocrat
Give him his
of
flowers.
Bands.
Give him his flowers.
We also have Professor Jenkins, who is the assistant band director here, and he's also an alum, along with me, at Tennessee State University. Welcome.
Yay!
Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to throw this out. Prof. Jenkins is known as the People's Professor.
The People's Professor.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
We got any Marvin Gaye fans.
So, but before we even get started, I do want to apologize to you guys because usually when we're on location or when we're doing the show, we have champagne and we have popcorn.
Oh.
We didn't think that was quite necessary today because it's on campus.
All right, okay.
We missed
it.
No toast today.
So we got you guys next time, okay? We got you next time.
Yes.
I'll be asking too.
Okay.
I think our students would have appreciated us having some popcorn. Little bubbly.
Little bubbly.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
guys, listen, you guys make an amazing team.
Yep.
Thank you.
What you have brought to this university, I just can't begin. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Right.
Like White House, Obama.
Yes.
Grammy.
Well, yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
get to
You're gonna get to
that.
that. Okay,
I
I'm
was going
sorry.
to get to that, but I was going to give them their flowers.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have had some performances with Keith Urban,
Yes.
with Cedric the Entertainer.
Oh, my goodness.
You have performed at the NFL Draft Red Carpet.
Yep.
And not only that, an NAACP nomination.
Yes.
But
Congratulations.
for all of that. But the historical moment came
Yes.
during the 65th Grammy Award show. Guys,
Yes.
Tell us, how does that make you feel when they're talking about Tennessee State Aristocrat of Bands? They have to say Grammy.
Yes, they do.
Award.
Forever.
How does that make you feel?
I guess in a sense it's still a little bit surreal because, whenever you have something of this magnitude, of course you're happy that you've accomplished something that great, but then there's still work to be done.
Yeah.
And each year, even though you might have some returning students, each year the band is new.
yeah.
And so, right in July we hit the ground running and start preparing for a new band.
Yeah.
Because when people see the Aristocrat of Bands, they expect to see the Aristocrat
Yeah,
of Bands.
that's right.
Absolutely.
And
That's
so,
right.
no one wants to hear that, oh, well, they're freshmen, we're bringing them along slowly.
Yeah.
So, when we hit the field in Notre Dame in a couple of weeks or hit the field in Houston on Saturday, people are expecting to see the Grammy Award-winning Aristocrat of
That's
Bands.
right.
And so we have to perform at a certain level. So I personally have not had that time to really just soak it up. Now, my family have and stuff like that, but I
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, what was it like working with Sir the Baptist, Dallas Austin, these, amazing minds in your band room? How was that for you guys?
I think it was an incredible experience, something that showed a new side of what music looked like for not us in particular, but more so the students, for them to kind of go through that process and record, see what it looks like to record an ensemble this big, and to be a part of it. It's such a learning experience.
Sure.
For them to work with people who have been in the music industry for
Yeah.
so long, or decorated like Dallas, Sir Double A, who was an alum of TSU, who also
got a
was
Grammy.
in the
Yes.
band.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
a band alum. So for those type of people, for everyone who was a part of the album, who recorded vocals and all these artists. It was just one of those things where, for us and for our students, they got a chance to see what it looks like, outside of their normal realm.
Yeah.
And that's something they can take with them forever.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
One of the things I wanted to add to that is, you hear the phrase that it's a small world, and the iconic artists that participated on our first project, and I say first project so people know there will be a second.
That's right.
Love it.
To participate on our first project and to have the opportunity to work with Sir the Baptist in Dallas, Austin, and AA. One of the things that really stuck out to me is how close we are to these people.
Yeah.
And you know, when you have vision and dreams, a lot of times we can be our own enemy.
That's right.
With regards to accomplishing it, because you're thinking, you know, I don't have the ability to sit in that arena with those group of people. And I hope that our students, and I hope that our staff, I hope that our alumni realize that there are so many major things that our university can be doing, you know, and those visions and dreams that people have, whether it is a current student or alumnus, you know, let's start walking into that space, because I think this university, I think Tennessee State University, you know, we have done some great things, but I think greatness is something that is probably on our university that we can probably step into even more as a university.
And not only that, the commitment to excellence.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and that is the motto.
Yes, it is.
And I think you guys exceed that on everything you
we
do.
work at it.
And the thing with excellence too and greatness, those things have to be in motion. You know,
constantly.
You can't sit on laurels or sit and pause because you've accomplished something. It's in motion. You know, life is still rolling. You're still breathing, so you have to keep on moving too, and not pause because of greatness. Our history is so deep.
It is so deep.
But there's more to be done.
Yeah,
that's right.
I love that.
Agreed.
Where's the Grammy right now? just curious. And do all the students get a Grammy, or is it just one?
Well, the students will receive certificates,
They'll get certificates
saying that they are Grammy award-winning artists. Those students that were in the band last year that participated on the project. Actually, it would be the students that were sophomores last year, because freshmen were on the back end of it. They didn't really get a chance to participate.
So sophomore, junior, seniors all get certificates.
So with regards to the actual award, I'm going to just say this. We're tracking some things right now. And I'm trying not to let out, but our alumni, you will want to be at homecoming this year at halftime. Let's just say it like that.
We just broke this here on Popcorn and Champagne.
Say it. That is
breaking news. One thing I
Wonderful.
wanted to talk to you about, which touched my heart when I watched the award ceremony, was the comment that Sir made when he said, "My pockets were empty, but our hands are heavy now." In regards to the HBCU community, what did that mean to you when he said that? Like, I know that HBCUs have their own struggles within, right? But as you being involved in and working for HBCU, that comment he made was so powerful to me.
So, you know, we kind of get in that frame of mind as an HBCU alumnus. Myself, you're an HBCU alumnus, sorry.
I went to Middle, which camera, Aaron, which one? I went to Middle Tennessee State University. It's the Harvard of the South. So don't come for me with this TSU shirt on, y'all.
Looks good, looks good.
Thank you, go ahead.
I think one of the things, we get so accustomed to making, as people would say, lemonade with lemons, or whatever how that phrase goes. We get so accustomed to making something great out of nothing. And we have to, at some point in time, pretty much, you know, because we've earned it, you know, with the products that we turn out every year all across the nation. We have to get to the mindset, I think, that we have to be more demanding of the resources that we need. So, you know, with that statement, you know, our band accomplished something that, you know, is unique, that no other college band, white or black, have accomplished ever. And we accomplished that with as meager resources as you can think of. And when I think about other schools across the country that have these commercial music programs, and they got state-of-the-art studios where the kids, every day they going into the latest technology, whereas, you know, we're making some things happen with not that technology. And we got to get to the point where, you know, we demand that those kind of resources be brought to our university, because if our students can accomplish something of the magnitude of a Grammy,
That's right.
with meager, you know.
Sky's the limit.
Yes, that's what
Just
I really want
imagine
to say.
how it would be if you did have
Absolutely.
those resources. It'd be unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's where my mind went with that statement, that, you know, we have to do a little bit more to demand what our universities rightfully own, you know, not just Tennessee State, but every HBCU. Because each year, you know, we're creating some phenomenal people that go out and become, you know, like the top leaders, the top doctors, the top educators. And they started at somebody's HBCU with pretty much belief and faith.
That's right.
A lot of times,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
And we have to strengthen up our alumni as well.
yeah, we do.
Because it's all about the giving back,
Yes, it is.
you know.
And our students have to recognize that, you know, if you want to change an experience, you know, you can actually change an experience once you become an alumni by changing somebody else's
That's
experience.
right. You are right.
You know, so
Instilling that in them.
That's right. We have to be of that mindset. So, you know.
So tell us what's next.
Yeah, that was my next
Okay.
question. That was my
Sorry,
next question.
Tony.
My yin and we're yin and yang. I was just gonna ask, what's next?
They're trying to get us to, you know, tell so many secrets.
Wait.
You know.
Where are you headed to tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're headed to Houston. We are one of 8 bands to represent the country for the Pepsi Cola National Battle of the Bands.
Okay.
And
That's gonna be televised, I believe, on ESPN. Is that correct?
I think so.
Wow.
ESPN 2 or 3.
I think so. Yeah,
Yes.
I saw that.
Look,
That's
look,
gonna be
look.
televised. Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
so-
that's gonna be televised.
I didn't even know myself.
It's a huge deal with regards to these types of experiences, because you have a major corporation that see the value in what HBCU bands
Finally.
do. Right, absolutely.
I mean, this is 2023, and they're finally seeing it.
Now, I will share one secret going to your statement. So just yesterday, Fox Sports, not Fox Sports South, but
Yep.
Fox Sports, the
Yep.
national,
Yep.
they was here on campus doing an interview where they're going to release a story later this fall where they highlight the history of HBCU bands, and they specifically target in on Tennessee State University. So they will be following us to Houston. I think they're going to make it to Notre Dame because of the history between the two schools with regards to the NFL and producing NFL caliber players.
That's wonderful.
And so with tomorrow, I look at these type of performances as something that our students can pretty much take pride in.
Yeah.
Because to be recognized as, 105 HBCUs, and you one of the 8 that has been chosen to perform. This is our first performance out the gate, so to speak. This is the first time people actually hear our announcer say, "Welcome to the field, the Grammy Award-winning Aristocrat of Bands."
That's wonderful.
So-
It gives me chills.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little interesting,
Yeah.
and we have to get our students to understand this kind of been the mindset of Professor Jenkins, Professor Sexton, who's one of the assistant band directors, Dr. Green, and myself this week, that with that title, you know, we can't lay an egg for any performance.
Yeah.
We have to be on top of our game at all times.
You
so,
will.
So it's going to be exciting tomorrow.
Guys, thank
Yes,
you
it will.
so much. This has been.
I know we've been working
So
towards
we
this.
have
Yes.
listen. I've been on them since the beginning. Okay, and now they are here.
Yes.
And I'm just beaming with pride.
Well,
I just
thank
have
you.
one thing. So,
The next time we see Middle, make sure we.
come again? Was that come again?
we gonna
No,
go
I
there.
believe last year we played you guys, right? And
Oh, yeah.
I think MTSU like really won, right? Our
Who
band got
won?
It depends on-
MTSU won. It was
Was
the landslide.
you talking about the
What
football
aspect
team?
of
No, I'm talking about the football team
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Let me
They
get
ain't got nothing to do with that.
But let me say, didn't our band get down? Wasn't our band great? They had on t-shirts and shorts. They were
did-
good.
They did what they do.
They were
That's it.
good.
They
Yeah,
did
what they do.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Guys,
they
thank
do.
you so much for being here.
having
We
us. Thank
appreciate
you
it so
very
much.
much.
Absolutely.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it too.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was really good.
It was so good.
Yeah, I mean, that was really good. Impressive that we got to actually sit down with the award-winning,
Grammy Award.
Grammy Award-winning Aristocrat of Bands, Tennessee State.
Yes. I mean, those guys. There's more to come, y'all. They couldn't spill all the beans,
you know what? I'm
but
kind of upset. I'm not going to be here for homecoming.
I'm gonna be more upset that
I
you're not
know.
gonna be here.
So I can't wait to see what the surprise is going to be.
Yes.
So that was good. But you know what? You heard it here first.
That's right.
You heard it here first.
Popcorn and champagne exclusive,
There
baby.
you go. So now it is time for
Infotainment.
So U.S. Sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson won the 100 women's meter, the women's 100 meter at the World Athletes Championship in Budapest.
Honey, she's back on top.
She's back on top. And it was 10.6. That was 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Fastest woman in the world.
Yeah, I love her.
I do too.
And
I
glad
love her
she
energy.
put that.
I love her energy.
Yeah, I'm glad she put that cannabis down.
Well, which for right now, anyway. But the thing is, you know why she did it. She was mourning loss of her mom, and so she was kind of going through stuff. So I'm trying to get through it, you know. But yeah, I love this girl's freaking energy, and she was in the 9th lane, right?
Yep.
And Aaron, is that the slowest lane? It's not an ideal lane.
Okay.
See, I love
and
that
she still beat him.
And she still beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she beat like 2 Jamaican ladies who are like super, super duper fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good for her.
Yeah.
I'm excited about her.
I want to see more.
Yeah. So now it's time for
reality show recap. Love and Marriage Detroit on OWN. It premiered June 24th. We've kind of put this off because it's just
not good.
Lackluster for me. Carlos King, of course, is a production of his.
Yeah.
The couples are young. They're a little boring, and the content is just
not good.
Subpar. Like I
think what it is for me, I think, and I get what he's trying to do because you got all the Atlanta Housewives franchise, and some of them they're really good. This one is not as good. It's because Huntsville came out with such a bang, and it was so good. And I think for us in Middle Tennessee, Huntsville's an hour or so away, so I think the connection was better. I can't get with this one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This one's not good for me. It's boring.
It is. There's one husband. His name is Anthony Thompson.
Okay.
Who tickles me. I mean, he's better than the housewives to me.
Does he have the ponytail?
No, he does not.
Okay.
But his wife is the one that owns the wine company Opulence.
Okay.
But he holds nothing back. He always has something to say about everybody. But it's just a burnt popcorn moment for me.
100%. It's burnt popcorn. I agree.
Yeah.
So now it's time for documentary recap. So Depp versus Her, which premiered August 16th on Netflix.
Yes.
I enjoyed this documentary.
Yeah.
I did. My good friend Sonia Mallory was telling me about this. She was like, it's out. Check it out. And it was so good. So it's all about the trial
of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. He was suing her for defamation. She put an article out basically stating that she was an abused woman.
Yeah, and she called him a monster.
Yes.
And so that's what the whole defamation was. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I was not invested in this trial because I had just come off the heels of the Murdaugh trials. And I said, I can't put anything else on.
Yeah.
But once the doc came out, I kind of hate I didn't. You know what I mean?
Oh, it was highly entertaining.
Yeah.
It was highly entertaining.
I mean, the poop
Chronicles, baby, that was found on the bed or beside the bed, and she blamed it on the dog, and then Johnny was like, well, I have a teacup something.
Okay, can we talk about John? He was acting to me.
I thought she was acting.
He goes, you know, in Miss Heard, we fell in love, and me and Miss Heard.
He was cool as a cucumber, baby.
And he wears mascara.
He
wears his eyeliner.
He does.
Honey, he is straight pirate. He's a pirate.
I really think the whole relationship was volatile, period.
I do too.
Both of them were both abusers
to
me. That's what I got out of it.
The way she was videoing him when he was at his actual worst moment.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking, was he really abusing you? Because no spouse does that to embarrass your other spouse. Not when they're at their worst. You don't really do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I almost was thinking, was he being abusive to her? And this was her way of trying to help, or was this her way of trying to embarrass him?
I think embarrass him. I think that they just fell out of love with each other. And it was just
It's so many things. I forgot he used to go with Winona.
Yeah.
They were together for a long time.
Yeah, writer.
And then when you think about how we were so blessed as children.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have that drug abuse thing, you know, where you see your mom needing your nerve pill. And then he wanted to take a nerve pill. So at 11 years old is when he started drugs.
Yeah.
It's sad.
And he's been hooked ever since. And he does not shy away from the fact that he abuses drugs.
Did you see that big glass of red wine?
Yeah.
I was like, just drink out the bottle. Why don't you?
A pint.
Girl,
of wine. Yeah.
that was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a champagne moment because it's hilarious.
I agree with you. It was a champagne moment, but the social media attention and how a lot of people on social media made money off of it. And popcorn and champagne, we should have done it too.
I know.
We should have said, y'all like and subscribe.
There it is.
We're talking about the Johnny Depp trial.
Those influencers made a lot of money.
Yeah. So anyway, champagne moment.
Yes.
Yep. Next is drama recap.
Billions on Showtime, drama series.
Final season.
Premiered on August 13th. And Axelrod is back, baby. And I'm so happy that he is back. He took a hiatus because his wife passed away from breast cancer in real life. And he just, needed a minute.
Yeah.
And I think with the COVID and everything.
Yeah.
But he's back, and I think he's going to show up to save the day.
Okay.
Prince, who has taken over his company, is now running for president. And president of the United States. Excuse me.
America.
And Chuck Rhodes has worked his magic and got reinstated as U.S. Attorney General. This show right here, it almost kind of reminds me a little bit of the Succession, your deal.
Yes.
It's never a dull moment. I mean, you guys totally should tune in. It is one of my favorite series.
You're going to miss it, huh?
I'm going to miss it.
Has every season been good?
Yes, ma'am.
Every season has been
I'll
good.
stand on it.
Sometimes seasons can kind of be like, you be like, oh, second season or third season wasn't as good, but every season has been good.
Because I'm sympathetic to a building phase, right?
Okay.
When a lot of people are like, this is boring. Well, you got to build up the characters.
You always have. Yeah, I agree. You are. Because like I told you yesterday. Yeah. 5 minutes in, if you don't have me, I get it.
Yeah, I commit.
You do.
Champagne moment, though.
Cool.
Check it out, guys.
All right. Movie recap. I did not watch this.
Yeah.
The Heart of Stone movie. Was it? I was looking at your notes.
Heart of Stone movie. It's on Netflix.
Yep.
It's starring Gal Gadot, who plays Superwoman, who to me is our new Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really enjoy her as an action figure, so to speak.
Yeah.
But she's plays Rachel Stone, who is posing as an MI6 agent, who she's really working for another highly intelligent agency, and it's called The Heart. And so it's a spy action thriller. It's action packed, but it's a little low budget, Mission Impossible. But some of the
I saw that last night when I chuckled when I read that.
Yeah,
low budget.
They're trying really hard. It's a lot of good, great special effects in it. I would say, it's a champagne moment. I mean, if you're looking for something action packed and spy thriller ish, yeah, it's good.
Cool. So now it's time for
What You Watching? The Upshaws.
Mike Epps.
Comedy sitcom, premiered back on Netflix August 17th. Season 4 is back, and Wanda Sykes, Kim Fields, Mike Epps. I love this comedy team, to me. I mean, they are... Wanda Sykes and Mike Epps reminds me of Fred Sanford.
And Esther?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what they are to me.
I love that.
And their banter back and forth.
So I tried watching it, I think season 1 when it first came out, and I wasn't feeling it. I told you got to catch me. I wasn't feeling it.
Again,
developmental stage.
This was a COVID one for me.
Okay.
Meaning it got me through that when nothing was really on TV. But I'm fans of all three of these people.
Sure.
But yeah, a lot's going on. Wanda Sykes, who plays Lucretia, has lost her money. And Regina, who's played by Kim Fields, had a heart attack.
Dang, Kim.
So it's showing her and how she's getting through her stress, and she's going to therapy and all that. So I think it's cute. Champagne moment for me.
Yeah, cool. So the next one in What You Watching is All Up in the Biz. This premiered on August 23rd. I know this was so good on Showtime, and you can also catch it on Paramount Plus. But this is a documentary about Biz Markie.
Yeah, it's beautifully done by his wife.
It is.
It just shows you from beginning to end his journey in hip hop.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about it. I hate we were not really premiering this one, but
which we can keep talking about.
Yeah, but let me tell you my biz story. So we used to go to Essence Fest all the time.
That's why you want to talk about it.
Well, no, but Biz Markie was the DJ at that time for Essence Fest.
Sure.
And he threw a party, and the one in particular was on Friday, and we would all go, and it was at this hotel. And when I tell you, he was so personable and so sweet, and he was so engaging with the crowd and fun. And like the documentary said, he is a big kid.
Yeah, that's what I got from that. The fact that, he grew up in foster care.
Yes.
And he collected every toy that he wanted to have as a child. Yes. And they were in mint condition, and he kept it. Because, he didn't have that as a child.
That storage alone is worth millions of dollars.
What I liked about him is that, Dougie Fresh was, he was beatboxing or whatever. Yeah. And Biz liked it, but he had to come up with his own flavor, his own way of doing it. Mm-hmm. I did not know that there was a lawsuit with, with the song You Got What I Need or whatever. Yeah. So I really liked it. He was a big kid, but you could tell the soul of him was a really kind person.
Kind.
Yeah, it was really kind.
I mean, he stayed in the hospital for a year. And then he passed on at 58.
Let me tell you what kind of threw 57.
Was it 57?
What kind of threw me off was the Muppet in the bed.
Well, I thought that was kind of to show the playfulness of Biz.
Okay. It was throwing me off a little bit.
Did it make you nervous?
It gave me a little level of anxiety a bit. But no, it was kind of cute, but I just was trying to make it make sense all the way through. Mm-hmm. But he was responsible for so many guys in hip hop. You're talking about Big Daddy Kane. Yeah. You're talking about Rakim. Yeah. You're talking about, when there was this thing with Marley Marl. Yeah. I mean, it was this was our thing because it was our era. Yeah. And right now, with hip hop coming on with 50 years, this was our gig. Yeah. So I totally got it. Yeah. It was a really good documentary.
It was a very good champagne
Check that out.
moment.
And it's called, what is it called again? Biz.
All Up in the
Biz.
Yeah.
Yep. You got the vapors. Next is Ladies First, a story of women in hip hop documentary that premiered on August 9th on Netflix. And I have not been able to watch it yet.
Oh. Okay, well, it's 4 parts, and it goes over the evolution of women in hip hop, and it's really great. Like,
good.
Yeah,
good.
It's a great documentary.
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah. It talks about their sexuality. It talks about how they make money. Because they were women, they weren't taken as seriously. They were always thrown in a guy's group, right? And so now you have the Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj's. They stand alone, on their own,
Megan
on their
Stallion.
own. Yes,
love that.
So it's just showing you
they paved the way.
How they've evolved,
yeah.
And like how Queen Latifah came out at the BET Awards, basically, when she gave a shout out to, her partner and her son.
Okay.
There's another.
She's beautiful.
She's amazing.
Stunningly beautiful.
But they have Yo-Yo on there, like
they have
MC
Moni in the
Light.
middle in there.
They did not, but they have MC Light, and these ladies just share. Trina, just their
Rod
whole
Digger.
They share their experiences in hip hop and what it's been meant for them. And what's happening is now the young girls are giving and paying homage to those women, putting them in their videos.
As they should.
Putting them on the tracks.
They should.
So,
and it's so good that this is coming out right now with the 50 years of hip hop. So this is perfect.
So champagne moment, guys. Check it
out. So the next one and what you're watching is Telemarketers documentary. It's called Telemarketing.
Yeah.
It's a documentary that is on HBO Max. And this premiered August 23rd. And this is the 20-year journey of, office buddies that stumble behind the truth of working as a telemarketer.
I struggle with this.
And let me tell you, I actually liked it. It was really raw.
It's very raw footage.
It's very raw.
Yeah.
I mean, they were talking about anybody could work there. You could be a drug dealer. You could be a prostitute. You could be anybody, and you could work there.
Yeah.
And you're scamming people.
Yes. Well, the scam was the charity, and the charity was supposed to be the FOP.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting exposed, and they'd made millions of dollars.
It was good, but it was disgusting. I get what you're saying. Like you're there, and somebody might be passing gas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how
No, it was a frat
that's
house.
how low budget the telemarketing industry was. And they have their script there, and you're scamming old people out of money.
But they were making a killing.
They were making a ton of money. But check that out. That's on HBO Max, or as we should say, just Max, right? The next thing that's on Max is Kim versus Kanye, the divorce.
Wow. So that's on Max, premiered August 7th.
2 episodes.
2 episodes, and it's an insider account of the divorce of Kim and Kanye. Let me just say this. I watched this and I looked at things differently.
How so?
Because I liked the first half when they broke down Kanye's story, right? And clearly the man already has mental issues.
Correct.
And with what came along with being with Kim, which, hey, you married her, you knew, I think broke him down, also on top of the loss of his mother, which he was struggling before he met Kim. But you can see the destruction of Kanye.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I also believe that he loved his wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before he even married her, he thought she was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen.
He wanted
the woman of his dreams.
Yeah, he wants Kim. But the other side of it, it showed the embarrassment for her. And the image and the brand.
Yes.
And what that woman will do to keep that, meaning divorcing her husband
100%.
and keeping it moving, baby.
100%.
And it has literally drove this man insane.
Yeah, he was already crazy, as you said before. He already needed help, right? This just added to it.
Yeah.
Because if you see him on the, the paparazzis are around, he hated that.
Yeah.
He didn't like that. He didn't like how she dressed. I mean, he changed it. But he also thought that her being a mother, that she shouldn't dress a certain way, right? What he also did was he kind of, in sort of a way, you remember we talked a couple weeks ago on this show about how, the Kardashian women get the men.
Yeah.
And then they do something to these men. And he was the one that was like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. Nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
But one of the things that was haunting to me, and I cannot get this image out of my head, is when they were in Montana.
Yes, in the car.
And Kim Kardashian already has an ugly cry.
Yeah.
It tickles me when she cries because it's so ugly.
Yeah.
As beautiful as she is. But that is one picture, an image that I can't get out of my head because she was hurt.
No,
she was so hurt.
She just wanted him to be like,
just be normal.
Yeah,
just be normal. And he's incapable
of
being normal.
Yeah. And
he's incapable.
And I think a lot what has to do with his mental status is the control, right? So telling her how to dress. When Amber Rose came on, and she confirmed it. She was like, "Look, I'm out.
Yeah,
like you're not going to control me and tell me what to do."
What was it that he said on the Breakfast Club that he needed to take 30 showers after being with
She's
Amber
like,
Rose?
"Really, man?
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah,
like we traveled the world. Like seriously, that's how you gonna do me?
Yeah."
And I think when Kim slowly took that control away from him, he couldn't deal.
Well, I'm telling you, the Kardashians, that's a hard one right there to fight with. I'm going to tell you that right now. That is that's a big powerhouse.
It is.
That's a big powerhouse.
So I bless his heart. That's all I can say.
Bless his heart and bless my heart for wearing.
We have to talk about this. Tony is in Tennessee State.
Okay, go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, get the jokes out. Go ahead, do the comments. Go ahead. Y'all can have it. Just go ahead.
I'm so proud of my sister right now.
I know I'm going to get them.
I'm so proud that she's wearing and supporting the university today.
I'm working.
So good for you.
Thank you. I'm on the job. I'm on the job.
Well, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much to Larry Jenkins, Dr. Reginald McDonald, and the Aristocrat of Bands.
The Grammy Award winning. Yes. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you go to our Instagram page and like and subscribe and follow popcorn_champagne. And you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. And also, shout out to our sponsor, Colonel's Popcorn. Thank you guys so much for everything.
Thank you. And good night.
Bye.
I was feeling lonely. I wish I could pretend